Esports Stories presents The Story of Puppey, Part 2. With only 3 weeks left on the clock until the 2011 International started, Team Navi got together in Kiev for a boot camp. The roster for the event, with the highest prize pool ever awarded to date, consisted of Artstyle, Bendy, Havost, Light of Heaven, and Puppey. But before the event could start for Team Navi, all 5 members had to get visas to travel to Cologne, Germany. Artstyle remembered, "How did we get our visas for that TI? Believe me, we fought for that million very hard." At first, they went to the German embassy in Kiev. After standing in line for 5 hours, they learned they could not go to Germany without a document that confirms they have 300 to 400 euros in their bank accounts. So, the 5 guys had to go to the bank on a weekend, when the banks usually close at 5 p.m. They arrived last minute at the bank, got the so-called traveler's check, and had to race back to the embassy. The founder of Navi, Alexander Kokanovsky, was driving the car, and they got stuck in heavy traffic. So, Alex said to the 5 guys, "I won't go. It's your chance. Just run." The 5 boys took their travel bags and ran 15 kilometers through Kiev to reach the German embassy in time. And they did it. Ironically, though, Alexander got there first, and everybody had their visas in hand at the end of the day. So, on the 17th of August, the International was carried out within the framework of the Gamescom 2011, and Team Navi started flawless into the tournament with 3 wins out of 3 games in the group stage. In the first match of the upper bracket, Puppey and his team faced against the Russian team, Moscow 5. In a close match between 2 powerful teams, Team Navi would secure their first victory in the playoffs after 35 minutes, with a solid performance of Puppey on one of his favorite heroes, Chen. An aggressive pusher lineup worked out perfectly in the second match against Invictus Gaming, and Navi had to encounter Scythe Gaming in the upper bracket final, which was played in a best-of-3 format. Navi dominated the first game, and it took Puppey and his teammates only 23 minutes to destroy the throne. However, the second match would not be as easy as the previous one, and the player Ice from Scythe Gaming pushed with nature's prophet as hard as he could. All for naught, though, as Team Navi won 2 team fights in a row and was able to finish the Ancient. Puppey and his team made it into the grand finals, and as the upper bracket winner, they were given a 1-0 lead against E-Home. However, they lost their first match, and the score was 1-1, but this did not affect the team morale. The team motivated themselves and was able to win the following 2 matches and secure the championship. Gabe Newell personally handed over the check in the amount of $1 million. Puppey reflected on the tournament. "I cannot say it was an easy tournament. Yes, we had light games, but throughout the tournament it was necessary not to lose concentration, so it was not easy." After the International 2011, Puppey flew straight home to Estonia, and the following days looked like sleep, celebrate, and so on. Puppey explained later in an interview how he spent his share of the prize money, which was roughly $180,000, as the organization Navi received 10%. "I'll buy myself a 7-string guitar and all the accessories for it. In addition, I will buy an apartment in the city center." On the 17th of September, the TECHLABS Cup UA 2011 started in Kiev, which was also one of the last Dota 1 events Navi competed in. Naturally, Team Navi was feared after winning TI a few weeks ago, and they were the favorite for the biggest prize money awarded to date in the LAN event in the Ukraine. They were so feared that Team Ivan Dota surrendered in the quarterfinals instantly without even trying. Team Navi faced against Moscow 5 in the grand finals and won easily with a score of 2-0, securing the prize money of $4,000. In the beginning of October 2011, the captain, Artstyle, left Team Navi due to a loss of motivation, and Puppey was announced as the new team captain of the squad. The ESWC 2011 was one of the most awaited and favorite championships among the teams and the players at the time. On the 25th of October 2011, the Electronic Sports World Cup started during the Paris Games Week in France. Team Navi would finish the group stage in second place and had to face the winner of Group A, Monkey Business, in their first playoff game. This game would be the most difficult one of the whole tournament, as the final against E-Home was just a mockery of the enemy. In the first match, eHome called GG after 22 minutes with a score of 38-6. And in the second match, eHome also did not have a chance and called GG after 34 minutes. Team Navi took home $12,000. And Puppey reflected later that it was a difficult tournament, but the final was very easy. 2011 ended with a 5th, 8th spot at the World Dota Championship 2011 in November, and a first place at the Aces Cup 2011 in December. This would be the last Dota 1 tournament for Puppey and Team Navi. In 2012, Puppey participated in about 15 tournaments with Team Navi and was able to reach a first place 7 times and a second place 4 times. Definitely worth mentioning is their participation as the defending champion at the International 2012, which was held at Benaroya Hall in Seattle, Washington. Puppey said in an interview before the International 2012, "Whatever you achieve then, you have to repeat it. You have to show that you are just as strong as you were before, and you have to show that this is your game, not theirs." Through a third-place finish in Group B, Team Navi found their way into the winner's bracket. They faced Team DK in Round 1, Invictus Gaming in Round 2, and LGD Gaming in the winner's final. Puppey and his team were able to win every match with a score of 2-1. And for the second time, they made it into the grand final. What you have in skill does not matter if the team is spiritually ready. Puppey stated in an interview during the tournament, and Team Navi was definitely ready to take the trophy home again. However, Invictus Gaming played really strong and was able to defeat Navi in 4 matches, with a final score of 3-1. The reaction of Puppey and his teammates to the loss was later described as the single greatest play of the entire tournament. Navi embraced the defeat with smiles and hugged IG with all the passion they would have displayed in victory. In the beginning of 2013, Team Navi struggled during their first few tournaments, as they finished only in the 7th, 8th spot at the Defense Season 3, a 5th, 11th spot at the raid called Dota 2 League Season 2, and a 5th, 16th spot at the Star Ladder Series Season 5. Nevertheless, the team recovered in the course of the year and was able to win the Alienware Cup 2013 Season 1, the raid called Dota 2 League Season 3, and the Defense Season 4 in a row before the highlight of the year was on the schedule again, the International 2013. The prize pool was raised by almost $1.3 million to $2.9 million due to the sale of the Interactive Compendium. Team Navi started solid into the tournament and was able to finish in first place in Group A, finding their way into the upper bracket. After a victory over Orange Esports, Navi faced against the Chinese team Tong Fu, and the third game would be a remarkable and memorable one. Puppey drafted Chen for himself and Pudge for Dendi, and started after 15 minutes with fountain hooking. Ridiculously, the two of them managed to land the combo 6 times in this one game, and the crowd was going crazy. Naturally, Navi won the game and was going into the upper bracket final versus Alliance. The fun from the last round was soon forgotten, as Alliance managed to win 2-0, sending Navi into the lower bracket finals versus their first enemy of the playoffs, Orange Esports. Puppey and his team came out on top, and for the third time, Team Navi played in the grand finals of the International. The first match of the finals was a clear statement from Alliance that they wanted to win TI3. After only 15 minutes and 38 seconds, Navi called GG after a dominant performance of Team Alliance. However, Navi did not let this affect their team vibe and won the following 2 matches. This meant only one more win to celebrate another TI victory. Alliance did not want to let this dream come true for Team Navi and won the 4th match, so the 5th and final match would reveal the winner. Due to a great push of Bulldog with Nature's Prophet and Necro 3s, the way to the throne was open after 36 minutes, and Alliance was able to destroy the throne after 43 minutes and secure the championship. Once again, Navi was so close to win their second TI championship. 2013 ended and 2014 started with great hope to match the results from the previous year. However, Team Navi found themselves with a lot of dissatisfying results from April 2014 up to June 2014. Navi joined the International 2014 as an invited team, but it became clear that Navi was not the dominant force it once was. Puppey and his team could only finish in the 7th, 8th spot, which was clearly the worst result in a TI event. Shortly afterwards, Puppey was released from Team Navi and officially stated, "Today, I announce that I am leaving the Navi squad. It has been a great road of success and I have no regrets looking back. Though, things have to change and stories have an end. My career in competitive Dota will not. I thank Navi for the time we shared and hope them the best. Also, I would like to thank all of my fans and Navi supporters who have kept us going." It seems Puppey did already know what his plans were for the future, as the community only had to wait 7 days for the next big announcement of Clement. But until that day, it was a big secret. This was the second part of the inspiring story of Puppey. If you want to know how the story continues, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. See you next time on Esports Stories.